While rumours are flying that the Sussexes are already separated, with lots of other speculations, Meghan is bound to drag the spare into the limelight at essential venues, as she superglues their hands together despite the unfailing facial expressions of the spare, as Markle tortured the audience with a rictus grin as she brazenly exhibits her catch of the century to a nauseated audience. Earlier this month, British socialite and royal author Lady Colin Campbell said that the Sussexes already had a separation agreement. The word from up high is that Meghan and Harry have arrived at a settlement, that they are in fact now legally agreed upon certain matters. They have, I suppose you could call it, a separation while they're still together, Campbell claimed. Meghan has earned her international reputation as a serial liar and a bully. According to a screenshot from Little T Annan on Tumblr, Meghan is still bullying her staff. The screenshot read, "I've lived and worked in London for years and have a close-knit group of connections due to my career and my area of work. I have some interesting information about Meghan that I've heard from aristocratic and famous contacts I've cultivated throughout the years. Meghan is extremely xenophobic and homophobic. She's said to have mocked Maria, the Spanish nanny. My contact said that Meghan would use racist accents around Maria and said the Cambridge children would end up drug addicts in Mexico. She asked Maria where were her Cubans when she was going to marry a billionaire like her Latino sisters do, and that being a nanny was the only work she could get. Said she would have her deported if she didn't do what Meghan asked, and also would ask her if she was a lesbian and barren, to not be married. Maria de Butch was another nickname. There was an incident with other foreign staff, including one of Russian descent, that Meghan kept calling the communist, asking her to go get vodka and if she'd cause a revolution in England like they'd done in Russia. Another staffer was of Ghanaian descent, and Meghan apparently kept making her repeat every word she uttered, criticising her English, her hair, reminding her that she was superior, constantly calling her a fat animal, asked if she knew Tarzan. The homophobic stuff I was told about stunned me. She was horrible and would use slurs towards Marcus too. She gets worse when she's drunk. She tried to get some work off a friend of mine and literally threw a tantrum when my friend refused to gift it and called him every name under the sun. An aristocratic connection of mine swears Meghan said repeatedly that George and Louis were nothing but little fags, dressing like girls and dancing around, and Charlotte would be that dyke on a horse when she was older. She said the same about Louise and James, but Louise more so, calling her an ugly-looking dumb lesbian. Some called her out on it, and she spun it back on them. The people around her at the time, after Archie was born, said when Meghan was asked, "What if it was Archie you were being homophobic about?" Meghan just laughed, saying that no way her little boy would ever be some little homo. She was raising him right and good. Jason didn't like working with her, but only did so because of his contract to them. Believe me, he knew exactly how traumatised and broken Sussex staffers were afterwards. It's another reason why William hates her. He's very pro-LGBTQ. Do we know anything about Little T Annan to know how accurate or truthful they are? If even a bit of this is true, it's horrifying.